All right, welcome to our week 3 of March Madness Health Edition. We're excited to have you here, and it's fun to see some new people on our call today. So welcome. So I just want to recap a little bit from last week. Last week we talked about the reset, and we also had our challenge. Our challenge was, sorry, let me turn this off really fast. Our challenge was to reach out to the person that invited you. And if you are on the products, to tell them something that you love about the products. And if you're not on the products, what questions you have about plexus or about how it can help your health. So that was our challenge from last week. So for those that did that, they were entered, they got an extra entry into our $50 drawing, which is awesome. And for those that are on this call today, you will be put in to our drawing as well. So yay for you, right? So today we get to talk about 3 products that I love. Well, I love all the products, but I love these products too. So these 3 products we get to talk about is the Active, the Nerve, and the Ease. So first question, I want you to put a 1 in the comment if you ever feel like you are dragging throughout the day and you just need a little extra pick-me-up. Hold on, I got to pull my comments here. Okay, so there's a couple, right? So sometimes we just feel draggy and we feel tired. For me, I know there's definitely days that I have low energy, usually days that I've had a really hard workout. And so I love Active for this reason. So what sets Plexus Active apart from other energy drinks? Active actually has a unique formula that's clean energy that powers your mind and your body to help you do more of the things that you love. The green tea and the yerba mate provide a natural source of caffeine for your energy, which I love that. Active has anti-inflammatory products in it, one of which is turmeric. So here's some cool benefits of turmeric. It helps control diabetes, it promotes weight loss, and it also boosts your immune system, among so many other things. So turmeric is an awesome thing to have in the Active. It also contains methylated bioavailable B12. Sorry. So what's methylated? Methylated means naturally occurring form of vitamin B12. It's important because this vitamin does play a role in your body, including helping things with DNA production, forming red blood cells, and ensuring your nervous system is functioning properly. So it's important that it's methylated B12 and not just regular B12. Active also helps in the recovery of your muscle recovery. And it does this through aiding nitric oxide production. So our bodies already produce nitric oxide, which acts as a vasodilator, signaling the blood vessels to relax and increase the blood flow. That's important, right? So this helps the body's performance by delivering more oxygen, fuel, and other key nutrients to your active muscles. It also contains something called S7. So this is an important antioxidant-rich blend of plant extracts that has been clinically shown to increase nitric oxide up to 175% in the Active. So the S7 consists of green coffee bean extract, green tea extract, turmeric extract, tart cherry, blueberry, broccoli, and kale. All great things, right? So when you have a full packet of Active, you get all these cool benefits from it. The Active also has L-theanine. L-theanine, if you remember, I believe it was in the Slim as well, but now I have to go back and double check. But L-theanine is a naturally occurring non-protein amino acid, which is found in green tea, and this promotes the relaxation and reducing stress and anxiety levels. So you're taking an energy drink, but you're getting these cool benefits of the calming. It's not a sedative and does not cause drowsiness, but it can help improve sleep quality by promoting a more relaxed state. So I thought that was pretty cool about Active. So again, some of the benefits: it's clean, long-lasting energy. It boosts performance and mental clarity. It enhances feeling alert. It reduces oxidative stress. It supports improved performance, improves post-exercise recovery when you're tired. And it's also a great pre-workout drink. So my husband has tried several pre-workout drinks, but he likes the active best because it doesn't leave him jittery, and it gives him more blood flow and oxygen to his muscles so he can actually lift more weight, which he loves. He wants to build big muscles. So it's a good thing for him. The active comes in 3 different flavors. So I have the peach mango here. It just comes in the individual packets. That one's my favorite, but it also comes in pineapple lemongrass and starfruit guava. The active contains 100 milligrams of caffeine. So when I first started drinking active, I don't handle caffeine very well. So I could only drink about a half a packet every once in a while. Now I can drink a full packet 1 to 2 times a week. And I usually drink it when I've had a really hard workout or I'm really tired because my kids have snuck into my bed in the middle of the night and I didn't sleep very good. So I don't use it all the time, but there is a lot of people that mix their active and their slim together every day, and they enjoy the benefits that way. Another cool thing is if you are worried about calories and things like that, it only has 25 calories and 6 grams of carbohydrates and 2 to 3 grams of sugar, depending on which flavor you pick. So the active is sweetened naturally with honey powder, stevia, monk fruit extract, and a unique sweetener called trehalose. So it's all natural sweeteners. There's no artificial colors, flavors, or stimulants, so you don't feel jittery and anxious like other energy drinks like that. So that is the active. And if you do have questions, please leave them in the comment and we can answer them at the end. So what is Nerve? This is what Nerve looks like. You can see that. To give you an example, so I had surgery in 2020 and I still have some tingling and numbness around my scar. So I have taken Nerve for almost a year now, and I have noticed that some of that numbness has changed to itchiness, which means it's starting to heal and I'm starting to get feeling in that area. So I feel like Nerve has helped me in this way and helped those nerves to heal, basically. So how does this work? So this product is fantastic for people like me that have numbness and tingling. It also helps with that pins and needles type feel. So any kind of nerve damage. And nerve damage can occur from trauma. It can, sorry, just a second. It can come from medication side effects, metabolic issues, or just other health problems. But it can provide symptomatic relief. So it's while promoting the regeneration of damaged nerves. And it does this by stimulating the body to create nerve growth factor. So what is nerve growth factor? This is a protein that's important in the development and survival of your nerve cells, especially those that transmit pain, temperature, and touch, right? I thought that was pretty cool. So again, it will help stimulate and regenerate those damaged nerve fibers. So very important. Some of the things that Nerve contains, it contains acetyl L-carnitine. I swear I practiced that word. It's a very hard word to say. This is an amino acid that is naturally produced in the body. So it improves pain, nerve generation, and vibratory perception in people. Alpha lipoic acid, we've talked about this before, that's in the Slim, but this is a natural antioxidant and it will help decrease inflammation and increase circulation. And then horse chestnut extract, which horse chestnut extract has been used as traditional remedies for arthritis and joint pain for centuries. It's effective in addressing mild to moderate blood flow disorders. So, and I promise I have not had an active today. I'm just really excited to be here. Butcher's broom. So butcher broom has a long history of herbal medicine. The roots of the broom plant seem to have the ability to strengthen and tone your blood vessels. So, which is good for those that suffer with restless legs, also with those with poor circulation, irregular heart rhythm, and other related heart problems. Nerve also contains vitamins, the vitamins B1, B2, B6, niacin, the non-flushing kind, and folic acid. So when you combine nerve and ease together, this is a great combination to help with those occasional discomforts that result from your life, from an active lifestyle. So now we get to hear from Teresa, and she's going to tell us about ease and what's in it and how it's helped her.
Perfect. Okay, I'm super excited because Ease actually happens to be my favorite product that we have. I used to think that it was the Slim because I love the flavor, but then when I started on the Ease and like a month into it, it completely changed my life. A little bit of background before I just jump into Ease is the reason I love it so much is because back in 2019, I had been experiencing some really intense hip pain. I was also pregnant at the time. So I was like, oh, it's just because I'm pregnant and I'm like really heavy all in the front and my spine's being weird. I had all these excuses for it. And so then when I went into my doctor, he's like, it actually sounds like you could have something else that's not just related to pregnancy. So I actually went into an orthopedic surgeon. At the time, I actually knew the orthopedic surgeon really well, and he was pretty straightforward with me. And he said, to be honest, we're probably looking at a hip replacement in the next year to year and a half. And so he's like, he showed me these x-rays that he'd taken of my hips. And I just started crying. I was so devastated. I was like, I'm only 32 years old. How in the world am I going to be having a hip replacement? And then I kept thinking, if I have it now, I'm going to have it every like 15 to 20 years. And then what's going to happen when I'm really old? Like, I won't survive the surgery. And so I was spiraling. I was devastated because as a young mom, like that's the last thing you want to hear, that you have to have something like that done. You're just not quite ready at that stage in life. And so, I kind of knew I'd always have hip problems just because I was born with hip dysplasia, but this was it was hip arthritis and it was really affecting me. It affected how I walked. It affected how much I could walk. And so when he said that, I was, like I said, just really upset. And so then fast forward a year and I had already scheduled my date to go in to have my hip replacement done. And my friend was like, you know what, you've been on these products for a while now. You should definitely try the Ease. It might help and like lessen the pain. And I was like, okay, well, at that point I was ready to try everything because I was in so much pain. And I knew that taking like Tylenol or Advil, ibuprofen was just killing my kidney and my liver. And I was like, I don't want to keep taking that. So I was like, I'm going to go the natural route. And a month into it, like I said, I started realizing that the pain was gone, like completely gone. And at first I was like, this is too good to be true. It's not because of the Ease. I thought like it's because of all of the cold and hot compresses that I've been doing. It's because of the stretching I've been doing, all these things. But then as I got busier, I stopped doing all those other things. And the only thing that stayed consistent was the Ease that I was taking every night. And lo and behold, like 3 months into it, and I'm like, I am pain-free. I feel like I need to go see my orthopedic surgeon again and talk to him about this and see kind of what's going on. So I went in and I scheduled it, and he said, last time you came in, your pain was like at a 9. What's it at today? And I was like, it's at a 0. And he was just like, really? Okay. So he's like, so the stretching and all these things are working. And I'm like, I think so. But I was like, honestly, I've stopped doing those a while ago. And I started on these like natural anti-inflammatory supplements that I've been taking. And I think that's what's helping me. And he's like, well, whatever it is, keep doing it. And here we are, like almost 3 years later, and I don't have to have the surgery anymore because I'm able to walk without pain. I can do physical activity that I wasn't able to do before that. And so it's just been it's been like a blessing to say the least. And so I'm really excited to share with you guys kind of like the ins and outs of ease. Most of you guys have probably heard of inflammation and how it can damage the body. But it's not something that we hear a lot about. But many of us experience inflammation at a chronic level, whether we don't know it or not. So some things that increase inflammation can be foods that we eat, medications that we take, diseases, bacteria, viruses, blood sugar imbalances, leaky gut, chronic stress. I have chronic stress. I stress about everything. Poor sleep, and then environmental toxins. And I mean, when I read that, I'm like, I can relate to a lot of those things, you know? And so it starts making you think like, okay, so what does long-term inflammation do to your body? It can cause fatigue, autoimmune challenges, chronic infections, mouth sores, rashes, anything with the skin, like any kind of skin disturbance, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, obesity, cognitive decline. I think of like my grandma right now who's in the early stages of Alzheimer's, aches and pains, like I was saying with my hip. So it's important to remember that chronic inflammation should be tackled from multiple angles, including your diet and stress management. But if you struggle with inflammation, supplementation is pretty much essential if you're going to try to go down that path. And the reason that it works, so our ease works so well, is because we do tend to combine it with our triplex, which we talked about on week 1. And that those 4 things right there will attack your inflammation, and people start to look different when they're on the ease. It's absolutely crazy. It's almost like they're melting away parts of inflammation that we didn't even realize people had. I will have to share a picture later on and show you guys all the inflammation around my cheeks and in my jaw and my neck, how much I had before I started the ease, and then now how much I have. So some of the ingredients in the ease are the New Zealand green-lipped mussel. So that's going to help maintain joint cell structure, flexibility, mobility, and suppleness of the joints. So it basically going to keep everything lubricated and working really well inside your body. And then it has omega-3 fatty acids, and they play a big part of the anti-inflammatory responses in the body. The next one is bromelium, and that comes from the juice and stem of a pineapple. So it is a protein digesting enzyme that helps soothe and relax tense, inflamed muscles and connective tissue. So a lot of people that work out a lot, they really like the ease as well, because kind of like Autumn was saying with the active, they pair really well if you're someone that works out, because you can actually push your body further and therefore meet your goals better and just be in better shape because you're not so stiff. And then another one is the serrapeptase, and that's also an enzyme that is derived from silkworms. It is an anti-inflammatory, and it can actually help prevent blood clots. So studies have also shown that it can help with asthma, which is great. I used to have asthma as a child, and I hated it when I would get attacks. And so that's something that I also really love about our ease. And then it helps. So the serrapeptase, it also helps the body repair joint and cartilage damage. And so that's awesome too, for like a lot of older people that, you know, as we get older, like I've talked about, our joints and our bodies start to not be as bendy and flexible as they used to be. Turmeric is also in it, and it comes from a perennial plant. It has the ability to heal wounds, protect cognitive abilities, ease menstrual difficulties, reduce inflammation, eliminate depression, alleviate pain, slow the aging process, protect the digestive tract, and prevent cancer. So if you go back to the beginning when I was talking about having to get that hip replacement for my pain, something else that I used to struggle a lot with was I used to have like really intense menstrual cycles. And I would be in bed leading up to it. And then during it, I was basically like, fend for yourselves, family. I'm going to be in my room, just crying. But now I can say that I don't have that anymore. And so that's something that it's also helped me with too. And if you have any autoimmune conditions, struggle with achy joints and muscles, or you do a lot of physical labor or activity, or you feel puffy or inflamed, or you struggle with any of the things I just mentioned, ease can be a perfect fit for you into your regimen if you're not already on it. I suggest ease to a lot of people that had really good results off the bat, but then maybe like month 3 or 4, they started to kind of see everything was slowing down a bit more. And I would like, let's incorporate ease, because the ease, like I said, it's going to help with aches and pains, and it's going to get people feeling like they can be more active. And it's also going to help you get rid of some of that extra inflammation that we're all carrying around, because I mean, there's a lot we can do about what we eat, but there's not a lot of about what we can do like as far as like our environmental toxins and things like that. That's just kind of the world we live in now. And so the Ease and the Slim and our gut health products are powerful tools to help decrease inflammation throughout the body. And then when combined with a healthy diet, stress management, and active lifestyle, it takes it up another notch. So if Ease isn't on your regimen yet, maybe look into it, or definitely try it with your perks points. Because like I said, it's my favorite supplement because it literally changed my life. If I could only pick one supplement, it would be the Ease. So, and that's saying a lot because I love them all. So I'm really glad that you guys were all on here this week for week, what week are we on? 3, right? And so I'm just really happy that you guys are on here. I love seeing all these new faces, and I'm really glad that you're all on here. The challenge for this week, let me look really fast. I always forget the challenges. Unless Autumn, do you know what the challenge is for this week?
Yeah, so the challenge this week is to drink a gallon of water a day.
That's right.
And we are going to do it with you.
Yes. We're not just challenging you to do it and then being like, oh, yay, good for you. We're actually going to be doing it. And I was actually talking to my kindergartner about it because in school, she needs to take an empty gallon of water, or an empty gallon to school for a project. And I was like, I really don't want to give her my gallon for her project. I want to just take it with me. So yeah, but that is our challenge for this week. And I hope that you guys all join us in that challenge. Let me know how the challenge is going. I would love to hear from you guys throughout the week to see if you've been drinking your gallon of water. And I think that's all we have for today. We kept it to right at 2 o'clock. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, that's fine. If you guys do end up having any questions, please feel free to reach out to Autumn or myself and let us know what you guys thought. I'm so glad that you guys were all on here. We really appreciate it. So talk to you guys later.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.